Hello everyone, Absent Friend here, and we're back with another... Hello everyone, Absent Friend here, and welcome to another Friday episode where we try to squeeze in as much extra content as we can into your week. Today we're going to keep exploring horror video games, specifically Gremlins 2, the new batch. So grab your Mogwis and let's go check it out. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell to be alerted when new episodes are available. And here we are at the gaming screen, this time with Gremlins 2, the new batch. Now, this is not a straight up horror like Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street was, but the original Gremlins movie was presented in a sort of horror way. It was kind of lighthearted, it was PG, but it had some pretty scary moments, especially when you're a little kid. But it did well. And then the sequel came out, and I guess the director said, you know what, I'm not making this movie unless I can make it the way I want to make it. So they let him do whatever he wanted, and this time he said, you know what, we're just going to make a movie that is just going to make fun of itself the whole time. It was almost like a parody of itself, which, if you're going to do a sequel, especially a sequel like this, that's the way you do it. And as far as I know, there is no game version of the original Gremlins. If there is, I did not know about it, nor have I ever played it. So y'all can tell me out there in the comments if there is one. I'd be happy to look at it. But I do remember playing this game because I remember watching Gremlins 2 in the theater, and this game came out pretty much at the exact same time. So here we go. Made by Sunsoft, the people who made several movie games. This is not LJN. We're getting out of LJN for a little bit. And so here we go. Let's start with Gremlins 2. And, oh yes, cutscenes. NES cutscenes. I love it. Very Ninja Gaiden style cutscenes too, which are fabulous. Thumbs up. Let's go. Now, I do know that there are other versions of Gremlins 2 out there. There was actually one for Commodore 64, which was very different than this one. It was a side-scroller with Billy as the playable character. And anyway, but this one you get Gizmo in a Legend of Zelda top-down view type thing. And this first level is just Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. And Gizmo attacks the Killer Tomatoes with his own tomato. Now, one thing that this game had going for it that a lot of games at this time didn't was that Gizmo can go in all 8 directions, not just up, down, left, right. So he can move diagonally. He can even shoot diagonally, which was not very heard of at this time. Now, most of these enemies are pretty tame. I mean, it is level 1. But they do drop these crystal balls, you see. And that's your currency. Oh, the light bulb. The light bulb is good, even though you don't get it very much. The light bulb is good for defeating everybody on the stage. Okay, so yes, we are going to buy an item. This is the guy who keeps Gizmo. But anyway, no, I would not like to buy that. Thank you very much. No, I don't want to buy that. Okay, must be button happy. I want the extra life. Yes. Because Gizmo only has the 1 life. So you have to, if you're going to buy, if you have a choice to buy anything, always buy the, what do you call it? Oh, for heaven's sake. The extra life doll. Because Gizmo, as I said, has no extra lives. If you die, it's game over. So, anyway, so definitely as soon as you can. If you can't get the only other thing that takes priority is the power up for his weapon. So, I shouldn't really be chasing this tomato, but I'm going to chase that tomato. One thing I do like about this game is that there is very little, if no, enemy respawn. So you walk off screen, you come back, there's no enemy respawn. Alright, so I think the Game Boy, I never played this version, but I know the Game Boy has a version where it's kind of, I mean, you're still with Gizmo. His weapons are a little different, and it's a side scroller. Which actually, I don't know, might be, this is fun, don't get me wrong. I enjoy this game. I played it a lot growing up. However, it is quite challenging, and in some places it's quite challenging. The platforming is what gets me in this game. It's not so much the enemies and avoiding the damage. It's the platforming. And this very limited tomato. Now, I don't remember if there's anything over here on this other side. Probably not. There's really nothing to really collectibles or anything else. Although that would have made this game probably a little bit more interesting. Yeah, so it's just a little mouse. Okay. I always loved how Gizmo was a little pudgy thing. Guess that is what makes him adorable. Alright. It also fascinates me that Gizmo's race is incredibly evil, except for Gizmo. But then again, we notice in this movie, Gizmo does have his limits, and he gets pushed too far. Which is pretty much what this game is about, just taking Gizmo on his little journey and getting pushed too far. Alright. It's not that important to get all the crystal balls. I mean, it does make buying things a lot easier, but the purchasing of items is not that important. And it's also, they're not that expensive, so anyway. Alright, so yes, and once again, you want the 1-up doll. Yes, so now we have 2. Alright, so now eventually you'll be able to buy a heart. Oh, the pogo stick is good because this allows you to instantly kill any enemy you touch with it. Which again, a lot of these items they give you right at the beginning, like the light bulb and the pogo stick, you don't get them very much after this level, unfortunately. Alright, so I did appreciate how, you know, we're walking around in this office building where Billy works, and the game designers did a good job of telling the story and location. Not so much, I mean, the cutscenes are there, but even if you didn't have the cutscenes, you could definitely see the progression of things. And now we're at Billy's desk, and we get the matches. By the way, kids, don't play with matches. Cutscene number 2. Now Gizmo is getting wet. Accidentally getting wet. He tried to avoid getting wet, but, you know, things happen. And then, oh, look at that sad face. Look at, oh. Yeah, but even, okay, so yeah, even the ditzy Mogwais are evil. So it baffles me to no end that every Mogwai, and then of course every Gremlin, is evil, except for what's his name here. But now we have a slightly better weapon, has a slightly better reach, slightly more powerful. Takes 1 hit to kill the bats instead of 2. That's nice. Now, if you noticed, we never got a power up for the tomato, and that's okay. So we're just gonna. Here we go. Oh yeah, no! Okay, I hate those bombs. You're supposed to be able, if you stand way back, yeah. It's been a long time since I played this game, so I kind of forgot a lot of it. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, more than likely, I will not be beating this today. If you guys want to, if I don't, you know, who knows, maybe I will. But if I don't, for whatever reason, and you guys want to see me play it again at some point, just let me know in the comments. And I will definitely try again. But let's just say that whenever I play this in the past, I remember struggling to beat this game. So, oh, there's a little shadow of a gremlin. That's another thing I like about this game, is that it's telling you the story. You know, you don't really know the gremlins are coming. You know, that was the whole point of the second movie. It's like, you know they're coming as an audience, but the main people, you know, you weren't for sure. Now we got the power up, and you can see we have more angles of attack with our matches, which helps a little bit. Oh, and Gizmo can jump and fire at the same time. I forgot about that, yeah. But pretty much all these basic creatures you see here, we will see in gremlin form, sort of, at some point. And yes, that includes a spider. And I will say Gremlins 2 does have a very freaky creature later. And it's the final boss, actually. But anyway. You know, I took that first hit a while back, but I haven't taken another one since. Oh, they're being very generous with the ping pong balls. Ping pong balls? The pogo stick! Ping pong balls. Okay. I don't think they're random, though. I think it's all... I think it all just happens. I think this is a dead end. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. We're just gonna keep on going. There's only one shop per level. For the most part. So, once you found the one shop, you don't have to look for another one. But I'm always looking for that shop, because either I need that one up, or... in this case, the next thing I want to try to get is that heart container. Oh, and there's our first gremlin. Our first actual gremlin. So it must be after midnight, right? Okay. As a propeller hat for some reason. Or a helicopter. Ah, the smoking gremlin. I like this guy. Okay. There is some... Ah, crap. Well, okay, so if you fall down a hole, you actually get this little balloon here. But again, you only have one. And if you want more, you gotta pay for them. Hi, Diego. So, now if you fall down a hole without a balloon, you lose a heart. So it's kind of like Legend of Zelda. Alright, this is where some of the platforming can really get out of control. And I forgot about Mr. Skateboard Gremlin. And I know they give you a bunch of crystal balls, but I really wish they would give you a, some hearts or something. Ugh. Oh, well. Or maybe you only lose half a heart. So, okay, so you only lose half a heart if you fall. So they're not too terribly, cruel. Oh. Oh! Okay. Oh, there's Mr. Smokey. No! Knockback! This is where me and this game are gonna fight over knockback. I'm not even gonna bother with Mr. Smokey. But I did like the fact that he smoked. I thought that was funny. Alright. Yes, okay, so. Now, normally I would I already have the power-up. Unless you die, you keep the power-up. So I don't have to buy a new power-up. Even when you go to the next level, you still keep the power-up. I'm gonna get this heart here because not only will it refill my hearts, it will also add a fourth heart. And I believe that's all you can have, yes. So you don't have to buy another heart. So from now on, I'm gonna buy balloons and extra lives. But I will start buying balloons. And I'm just gonna wait for this guy to come around. Because I'm gonna try to conserve my health. I remember I didn't do so well on Nightmare on Elm Street. Mainly just because I got a little cocky. And thought, oh, I got this game, I can handle it. I was doing pretty well up to the end, right? So, and that's another one. If you guys want to see me attempt that game again and try to actually beat it, let me know in the comments, and then maybe I'll work it into the schedule. Alright. Now, I am pretty sure that you can't regenerate. Like, if you just buy, there's like this potion you can buy to regenerate your hearts, but it doesn't give you any extra. So I think once you've lost the fourth heart, it's gone forever. Unless you buy another heart container. So, but we'll see. Oh, crap. Dang it. And I've already done the shop on this level too, so this will be fun. Because the boss is coming. But I don't think the boss is too terribly hard. I think it's Spike. Yep. Coming out of his cocoon. Oh, and I do appreciate the music. So, yeah, the nice thing about this weapon is that you can kind of stand to the side and do damage. Yeah, he's not too terrible. He only just kind of leaps around and claws at you. Oh, that wasn't good. No! Dang it! Alright, well there's one of my lives used. Okay, so, yeah, if you get a game over, you lose your power-up. That's it. Not if you lose a life. So as long as you have lives, you get to keep going. Okay. But as you can see, it only replenished me to the 3 hearts. Alright. So now we're in stage 3. There's only 5 stages, by the way, so who knows. But we're already kind of doing poorly. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you notice, we have tons of crystals. And, oh yeah, the stopwatch. I forgot about the stopwatch. That just stops all your enemies for a little bit. But unless you're caught on an obstacle like I was, it's not going to matter much. But that's okay. Moving platforms, how I hate you. And that. I was better at moving and jumping. That was cruel, whoever put that arm there. I could probably... Ah, here we go. Okay. Wait, I had a 4th heart. Okay. Well, then I guess you start every match with the 4th heart. No, no, no! I didn't want to buy that. My controller must have very sensitive buttons. Go ahead and take out these things. There we go. See if I can make it up here. Anyway, I was trying to actually buy a balloon. That's what I was really going for there. That's okay. Anyway, now I appreciate we're in the TV studio. And this is one of our first mutated gremlins, which is lovely. I didn't really have to defeat them. I could have just kept going, but I do remember the scene where they're in the TV studio in the kitchen, the cooking show. That was fun. And now we're going into the haunted... there was a one of those TV shows like you saw back in the day. Remember those shows that would come on late at night and say, hey, let's watch this horror movie? And Billy, I forget his name. Anyway. Oh, not Billy from Gremlins. I'm a horrible judge of the vertical jumping. The north and south jumping, especially the north jumping. Alright, that level's over. Oh gosh, and now we got moving platforms. Going into Mr. Clamp's office. Alright. Okay. Ah! Oh! Here we go. This is where things are gonna get weird. No! Ugh. It's terrible. Oh, I can't believe I did that. Ah, I knew that was gonna happen. Alright. Definitely need the shop and get my hearts back. Although part of me just wants to get a one-up doll, so if I do die, I can just get my hearts back that way, but I don't know. We'll see. There's my shop. Fortunately, I don't have to keep buying the power-up. Alright. So yeah, see, I've got 1,700 crystal balls and everything costs, like, nothing. Yeah, we're gonna go in and just get the... No, we're not. We're gonna get the heart. So let's go ahead and refill our hearts. There we go. And I still have 1 life extra. Still an extra life. It's not my only life. Nightmare on Elm Street had a weird thing of doing with the lives. You remember how it said you had ×1? Well, some games, it just depends. I've seen some games where that tells you how many lives you have left after the one that you're on. And then there are some games like Nightmare, that means that's the life you're on. So if it says 1, that means that's the only life you got that you're on. So, anyway. Okay. Not terribly, terribly harmless or horrible, but here we go. Alright, now we get the electric gremlin, who actually does throw projectiles at you. But I seem to remember staying as far away from him as possible and to the back of him. I say to the back of him, behind him is the best way to kind of avoid that. Oh, there we go. That's not so bad. Alright, now we have the pencil with the paperclip and the rubber band. Oh, this is very important to the story. If you've never seen Gremlins 2, it's definitely worth a watch. Even if you've never seen the first one, you can watch the second one without watching the first one and still enjoy it. I love Gremlins 2. Alright, but you can see, look at that, amazing. Now, if I only had the regular one, I think it would just be 3, but now I got 5. And of course, you can fire all 8 directions. Oh, the top hat gremlin. I like him. Okay. But as I was saying about the movie, yeah, you can see gremlin footprints everywhere. They're really taking over. The movie just makes fun of itself the entire time. They make fun of all the logic behind the rules. Leonard Maltin, who panned the first movie, actually came on to the actual second movie, got a part as himself to make fun of himself, which I love when celebrities do that, and pan and just pretty much recreate. Recreate his. Oh no, here we go. Recreate his panning of the first movie. Meanwhile, the gremlins show up behind him and teach him a lesson. Which I think is just hilarious. Okay, I really don't want to go over there, but something tells me that's where the shop is. Or at least it better be over here. Oh, come on. Maybe it's just an alternate route. Yeah, maybe it's just an alternate route. Yeah. Dang it. Oh well. Alright, so once again, I didn't ever use my 1-up. So we're just going to replenish my hearts. And I've got to try to get better at not dying. Or not dying, not getting hurt. Okay. Where the heck am I supposed to go now? Oh. No. Okay. Oh. Alright. Maybe I'm supposed to go this way. Ah. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, come on. Okay, so, yeah, these movable tracks are... And... some people just went slightly overboard making these platform levels. Kind of reminds me of, stop throwing those hats! Thank you. That was our googly eye. Gremlin. Ooh, it's time to finish this level and not get hurt! Dang it. Oh, well. Ah. And of course, now I finished the level. Oh, well. Hopefully I can get to the next... Ooh. I like the colors. Makes the gremlins easier to see. Unless there's a blue gremlin that I don't know about. Okay. Oh, no, not the lava. Ah. Alright. Well, we'll see what happens here, folks. It could... Oh. And I think that was it. And that's game over. Well, I could get a password and start over at level 4, but... Yeah, it's either beat the game or game over. So, anyway, I just wanted to show off Gremlins 2 to you. If you guys want to see me attempt this again, I will start from the very beginning. And we'll try it again and see if we can do it a little bit better. Maybe I just need a little bit of practice. I don't know. But hopefully you enjoyed watching me play Gremlins 2. It is a fun game to play, despite how frustrating it is. I have seen speedrunners just boom, 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 and don't get hurt at all, and it fascinates me that they can do that. So anyway, if you have your own playthrough of Gremlins 2, link it in the comments. I'd love to see how other people play it. It might give me some inspiration to do better next time. So anyway, this is your absent friend with our bonus episode. Signing off.